Hello and welcome to Simply Southern. I'm Kevin Worthy.
And I'm Mary Wilson. If buying local is important to you, Sweet Grown Alabama is here to help. Aisling Walding will be in later to tell us what's in season right now.
If your summer grilling seems a little pricier lately, you'll want to stick around. We'll talk to a Montgomery County beef producer to find out what's behind recent higher beef costs.
And I'm Stacy Little. Today in the kitchen, I'm showing you how to turn 4 simple ingredients into a quick and easy weeknight side. Y'all stay tuned.
Alabama's shrimping industry represents the bulk of our state's total commercial fishing harvest. But how much do we know about this important element of our state's economy?
Some of you might be picturing a few scenes from the Forrest Gump movie right now. Movie magic rarely paints an accurate picture, but does contain a few elements of truth in this case, as we learned when Fred Hunter's Alabama set sail with Sidney Schwartz and his crew on board the Captain Sid.
I started making my first pay on the boat probably when I was 9. $5 a day and all the bologna I could eat.
We didn't get quite the early start Captain Sidney Schwartz did, but one thing is for certain, shrimping begins well before daylight.
I was full-time shrimper when I got out of high school. Only other jobs I ever had was part-time jobs whenever shrimping wasn't good.
These days, the shrimping isn't as good as Captain Sid remembers. In fact, just the opposite.
I've seen bad years and good years. This is a bad year. It sticks out in my head as one of the worst, you know, with the price of shrimp and all that. We've been dealing with a lot of foreign shrimp here of late, the last probably 10 to 12, 15 years. The mud dumping in the bay has gotten terrifically bad. They've deepened the channel to 50 foot, 55 foot, and they're having to dredge it in places. Sometimes every year, it's a lot more mud in the bay than what it ever has been. Not real great for shrimp.
Even with the changing fortunes of shrimping, Captain Sid and his crew still shrimp the old-fashioned way, which involves nothing if not hard work.
We still pretty much do it the old-style way. We've got a small net, we look around with it. When we find the shrimp, we'll try to work them areas. And we've got a pretty much idea we're gonna work the ship channel. That's been our probably 95% of our shrimping in my whole life has been in the ship channel.
Shrimping is often about family, which extends to the Tillmans, the hard-working crew of the Captain Sid.
I've got Richard, he's the father, and he's got his 2 sons working with him. And they're really good. I can show them to do something, and the next time you don't have to tell what to do. I don't know whether I'll be able to keep them. You know, they're gonna have to earn a living somewheres. And I'm hoping that we can go to catching shrimp this year, and hopefully they'll make a little money and I can make a little money and we can survive.
But hope won't float the boat, of course, and today's catch is far from promising.
Today's catch wasn't very well. I think we have 60 pounds of shrimp, and that's probably gonna be not enough to carry for our fuel expense, fuel and ice expense today. I'll probably eat the fuel expense today just to have them a little something in their pocket.
What then does Captain Sid see for the future of Gulf Coast shrimping?
It's tough to keep up on all the rising prices of for the stuff. And most small businesses are feeling that. You hear that from all small businesses. And it's no different with the shrimping. The biggest thing we have is the imports coming in, lowering the price of shrimp. If we could get a decent price for our shrimp, we could probably survive. And the younger guys would maybe keep it up. It is hard work. It wasn't as hard today because we didn't catch that much, but it can get hard. It can get real hard.
If all you know about shrimping you learned from Forrest Gump, well, that work was mostly fiction, but there is one true saying. Forrest said shrimping is hard work. So remember that the next time you go to your favorite seafood restaurant to enjoy these simply Southern delicacies harvested right here in Fred Hunter's Alabama.
So Kevin, you were Fred's sidekick on this voyage. What did you think of the shrimp in life?
Well, first of all, it was a lot of fun for me, but watching Captain Sid's crew work made me tired. They work really hard. Now, it was a nice day out, and we really appreciate Captain Sid allowing us to tag along. One interesting side note, you'd think that after years of working in the industry, seafood would be the last thing on your mind when you picked up a menu at your local restaurant. But Captain Sid says he still enjoys a good seafood dinner.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, shrimp is wonderful, but I could also see it wearing thin after shrimping for it all day long.
My sentiments exactly. Captain Sid did say, however, that he always makes a point to ask where his seafood was caught. He has been known to swap shrimp Alfredo for chicken if the catch was imported.
All right.
Coming up, are you suffering sticker shock at your local butcher's case? Well, if you really want the straight facts about food, go to the source. We'll ask a farmer about rising beef prices when Simply Southern continues.
Term life insurance. Do you have it? And do you know what to do when it's about to expire? A term life policy provides coverage for a certain period of time, typically between 10 and 30 years. Upon expiration, you can renew, convert, or purchase a new policy. Alpha can help assess your financial situation, income, age, and health. If your term life policy expires soon, make sure you're prepared by contacting your local Alpha agent. These Alpha Insights are proudly presented by Alpha Insurance.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make and proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.
Alabama's Black Belt is known for its world-class hunting and fishing, but there's so much more to explore. We had a blast spending time outdoors and even saw some birds I've never seen before. During our trip, we learned about some important Native American heritage and walked in the footsteps of civil rights icons. Dad loved golfing the world-renowned Robert Trent Jones golf trail while we were there. We even went glamping for the first time and had so much fun, Mom wants to go again. We all agree we can't wait to visit Alabama's Black Belt again for our next adventure.
Get discounts on national brands and at local businesses with your Alpha Farmers membership. Members save hundreds with Ford, John Deere, Case IH, and Caterpillar. Plus, enjoy special rates at Choice and Wyndham Hotels. Benefits include rewards at Office Depot, Priester's Pecans, tourism destinations, and more. Download the Alpha Perks app, visit alphafarmers.org/perks, or stop by your local Alpha office and start saving today.
If you're attending a technical school, college, or university in Alabama, you may qualify for a scholarship offered through the Alpha Foundation. And if you're a college student studying agriculture, forestry, or a related field at Auburn University or Alabama A&M University, you may qualify for a scholarship through the Alabama Farmers Agriculture Foundation. Scholarships are just another perk of being an Alabama Farmers Federation member. Find out more online at alphafarmers.org/scholarships.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I'm thirsty.
Well, there you go. Choose water.
I guess I'll take the water. There's another one. Alabama Extension is cool.
What's Extension?
They're like your go-to experts for everything. Gardening, nutrition, tips for our kids, farming. And hey, weren't you thinking about starting a business?
Yeah.
Extension does that.
Oh, sounds like I need to get connected.
Learn more at aces.edu.